Okay, folks, Canva just got even better yet again. And this is before their big announcements like next week or 2 weeks from now. But in this video, we're going to learn how you can export Canva Docs to Microsoft Word files, so the DOCX. This new feature gives you more flexibility, improves collaboration, lets you use your content in other popular tools like Microsoft Word, Google Docs, so on and so forth. So you can optimize your workflow with this new this new Canva to Word export feature. That's right, it's a feature in Canva. This is not a hack. This is doing this from inside of Canva. So this is going to be perfect for students, professionals, content creators, for all of us. So let's get this party started. I can't wait to show this to you. All right, hello and welcome. So, we love Canva around here. It's one of my go-to tools, and it is one of the tools that when I recommend it to people, like, they fall in love with it too. So, like, no matter where you are on the, creative spectrum, you can totally use this tool. It is as flexible as you need it to be, but it also provides things that just work for people who just want to get in there, do it, and move on. So, hello and welcome. We're going to talk about not only my love of Canva and how we use it for pretty much everything from presentations, social media, video, all kinds of stuff. You're going to love what I've got for you, though, today, because this is something that there's a lot of hacks out there to try to make it work. But today we're diving into into a brand new feature that Canva has just rolled out. This is native to Canva now. You can now export Canva documents as Microsoft Word DOCX files. So that's right. All of those documents you've created in Canva, all the notes that you've taken in there, you can now bring those into a Word document and share them wherever you want, use them wherever you want. Because remember, you can use Word documents not just in Word, but in things like Google Docs, LibreOffice, OpenOffice. I don't know how they're branding themselves these days. So let's dive in and let's take a look at what we can do and why this is so awesome. Alrighty, so for those of you who maybe are not familiar yet, we'll get into a little more detail here, but I do want to cover something right up front here because I want to make sure that the expectations are appropriate. So this just came out. I'm recording this in April. Oh, shoot, hang on. Okay, let's try that again. I'm recording this in April of 2024, and this just came out, so it'll get better over time. But first things first, it's important to note that this new export feature is specifically for Canva Docs, right? So you can't take other things that you've done in Canva. Oh, really? It's going to be one of these nights. You can't take other things that you've done in Canva at this point and export them to Word. This is strictly for the more text-heavy kind of layouts that you would do in a Canva doc, right? Where you're focused on writing. So, reports, outlines, letters, checklists, that kind of thing. So if you are Canva doc folk, you're going to love this. Like I said, I would expect that over time this may expand. But for now, we're going to focus on the good that we've been given. But, for those of you who are new here and maybe have not come across Canva yet, you are in for a treat, right? So if you are hearing about Canva for the first time here, Canva is a fantastic free online design platform. It's freaking amazing what they give you for free. Now, there are paid levels and there are paid elements that you can choose to add or not, but I promise you will be blown away by what you can do in Canva for free. And as always, any of the links I talk about, any of the stuff I talk about, there are links in the description, so you can go ahead and check that out. Plus, we'll be taking a look at Canva in a minute. But people use Canva to create all sorts of things, right? Visual, social media graphics, presentations, posters. You can actually design something and then have it printed onto stuff. So coffee mugs, water jugs, whatever you want. Bags, t-shirts, all of the things. So it is amazing what is out there and what can be done with it. And it is well known, and rightfully so, for its user-friendly interface. Now, I design software for a living, so coming from me, it's got a little extra. It's got a user-friendly interface, drag and drop functionality, which plays into the user-friendly. And so it's perfect for beginners and design veterans alike. If you have not tried it, like I said, free, go check it out. It's all kinds of awesome. And for those of you who may be new here, hello, welcome. My name is Kathleen. I'm here as your tech coach. Short version of the story is, as I mentioned, I design software for a living. So I do the user interface, user experience stuff. I also code the front end. And technology is my hobby. I love it. I love the possibility of it. I love playing around with it, seeing what it can do, trying new things. So my friend, family, neighbors all come to me when they have a question or they need help for something or they want a recommendation. They've recommended me out. So I realize not everybody has somebody to talk to. So hello, that's why we're here every week, every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You are always welcome to come and join live, or you can go ahead and jump in the comments with your questions or comments. Alrighty, let's get into the good stuff, shall we? 1 second here. Okay, so how do we do this? What are we talking about? What's going on? All right, so like I said, there's a bunch of people who have found very creative hacks out there over the years in order to get docs from Canva into Word. Some are easier than others. Level of success varies a little bit. And to be perfectly honest, for this built-in feature in Canva, success level will also vary. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the process is pretty straightforward. So what you're going to do is you're going to open, a new doc. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's just jump in and do this, right? Why not? Let's dive in. Okay, so here we are. Now, this is going to work for you in all forms of Canva. So mobile, browser, or app. Right now, we're in the browser, but like I said, it works on all of the things. Yes, I've been playing. So the important part of it is that it needs to have started out as a doc file. So you can't take whiteboards or presentations or anything else at this point in time where we are. You can't take the other stuff and do it, but you can just come in here and grab something. And we're just going to grab something at random. Let's see, we'll go see you all. So you can create a blank if you just want total control and you want to do it yourself. That's what this is for. But let's just grab something that somebody has provided for us here. How about this? Website meeting kickoff. I've got one of those coming up. Maybe I'll use this doc. Right? So this happens to be a paid template. I'm on a paid plan here, I think. No, I'm not. I'm on my free account. So let's find something that's free. So anything that's got the little pro in the corner, that is going to be a paid feature. And you can, for some of these things, like you can do a la carte and buy them as you want. But let me find something that would be free that we could play with. Daily planner. Okay. So here we go. Freebie. We'll go ahead and we'll open this. Now you can come in here. No, I don't want it in the app right now. Thank you. You can come in here and you can change things. You can do this, right? You can change the text. You could change colors. You can do pretty much anything you want. This one happens to be check boxes, so you could even like pre-select stuff. But I'm thinking about using this. I'm not really. But here, we'll do one here. Can't say this out loud. Give the boyo, give the furry assistant their dual rewards, right? So you can come in here, like if you don't like this color scheme, whatever, totally up to you. You can do whatever you want and change it. And then the real magic now for this one is up here. Once you've got it the way you want, you come up here to this share icon, and you're going to come down here to download. Now it's going to default to PDFs because PDF has been the only option up till now. But now if you click on this down arrow here, you can see that you've got the DOCX option. So you can go ahead and click on that. You can choose the size that you want. Now, it is warning you that some fonts may not come through correctly, depending on what's been used. Also, some alignment things things may get a little bit wonky, but at the core, you will get the stuff down. And you can choose the size. So we're going to choose letter. Okay, and we're going to download it. And there we go. It's downloaded. So That's the process. That's all you have to do. As long as it is a document file, you're good to go. You can go ahead and you can use it and you can bring it down. And then once this file is on your computer, you can then bring it into Word or Google Docs or anything basically that is friendly to the Google Word format, specifically the DOCX format. That's sort of important because there are generally there's two formats, really three, but we'll just talk about the two. Most people are used to seeing either DOCX or DOC. Now, just changing the extension on the file is not the same as the exact file format, but when you're just doing like a Word document, usually it's okay, but the DOCX has sort of become the new standard for Microsoft Word, so that is the one that most of the tools are going to work with, and that is the one that is being downloaded. So let's talk about what might not transfer exactly right, because this is like magic. Like, this is going to make my life so much easier. But, you know, and I'm so glad it's there because, like I said, I've tried a lot of the workarounds and various levels of good and various levels of frustration. This is simple. Like, it's either going to work or it's not. And I'll show you an example of what won't in a minute. But it's, you know, it's good to remember that at the core, right, Canva and Word are still very different programs, and especially if you're using somebody else's template, things might be a little bit different, or even whatever you create, right? If you make it super fancy, depending on what you bring into it, you know, some things may get a little off, right? They may look a little different. The alignment may be off, that type of thing. But the basic meat of your document are going to be there. So just keep an eye out for any small changes, and then you can always go into whatever other tool you're using to make those minor adjustments as needed. It's not too bad. Like, I did a bunch of these over the past week or so just to see what was going to go on when I did it. And yes, I mean, I had various levels of success, but some of the things that I tested on were really complicated and maybe a little over-designed. So it didn't surprise me that they didn't really work. So let's talk about why this is a game changer. Being able to export to DOCX is something a lot of people have been looking for a long time. And usually the reason when you ask them why they want it is because of the flexibility, right? So being able to move your work from Canva into another tool like Word just lets you maximize off the strengths of both types of tool, right? Because while you can create really good documents in Canva, there is definitely a ceiling on it. And there are things that you can do in Microsoft Word or Google Docs, LibreOffice, whatever other tools you're using, that they do more because they're designed specifically for that purpose, whereas Canva is more of a multi-purpose tool. For collaboration purposes, like, this is a no-brainer, and this is where this is going to make my life easier. Not that that matters to you, but this is why I was so excited to see this coming along. And that was the fact that I work with a lot of different people. I do a lot of consulting, you know, plus I have a day gig. And I turn to Canva when I need to knock something out fast because it is highly reliable for that kind of quick work that doesn't look like something you threw together quickly. But then there comes a point where somebody is going to want that file in a format that they can use, and they may not have a Canva account. They may not want a Canva account. They may not want to deal with Canva. And so this just makes life so much easier, especially if you're in corporate situation. Like, a lot of them don't necessarily want to use a Canva thing. But you can then do your best work in your favorite tool and then share it with them regardless of their own preferences for software. And then, of course, there's the accessibility across different tools, right? So it's going to work on different devices, on different platforms, which Canva does. But again, getting back to not everybody wants to be in there. And then being able to use it in the different tools that you want to do what you need to do with it. Hang on. Dude, already? Could we not? Thank you. He's usually so good when I do this. So that is the quick rundown of Canva's new DOCX export feature. If you're a student, a professional, if you're just somebody who likes creating things in a tool like Canva, like, this takes your stuff to a whole new level. And particularly for documents, it really makes things much more flexible. So, like, for example, I had a client who wanted to send out a PDF to a bunch of different people. And it was some text and some images, and then it was a couple of pages of checklists. Well, you can do really cool looking ones inside of Canva. And as you saw, like, you can go in when you're doing one, like, you can actually build out checkboxes that you can interact with. It just came out great. But of course, at some point, they wanted control of it, which is absolutely true. Work for hire, they own it. But they are not interested in having Canva. So I'm now not going to have to find other ways to do this and have to start from scratch and rebuild it in another tool. I can just send them this file and be good to go. I'm really excited about this. So I highly recommend that you try this out on your projects, see how it transforms your workflow, right? And I would love to hear, in the comments, or if you want to reach me on the website, you can go ahead and do that. I'd love to hear how this works for you, what else you'd like to see it in. Oh, that's what I wanted. I almost forgot. So let's go and look at something else, just so you can see where you can't use it, right? So we showed you where you can. So let's show you where you can't. Let's be transparent here. So, right. So again, it's here and you come in here to download and you're going to say DOCX and pick your size. So this is because this is a document. Now, if we go back and we pick something else, this is my test account, so I'm not even sure if I have any files in here at the moment. Let's see, what kind of projects do I have laying around? Anything from a previous demo? Let's see. Let's try. Let's just go grab something. There's nothing fun there. Let's take a social media template, right? So let's say you're going to come in here and you're going to do an Instagram post. And let's see. No, I still don't want to open it there. And let's say you wanted to grab something. Oh, here we go. It's baseball season. Oh, see again. I'm in my free account. I'm so used to working in my paid account. Let's grab something else. How about this? That's good. Okay, so we put this here. And we do, maybe this is, I don't know, some sort of paint your own. Oops. We'll take that out. And again, you can change the colors. You can do all the things here. Let's say you don't like that. You like the shape, but you don't like that color. Maybe you want to go that way. So you can make all the changes that you want to make. We'll do different things here, right? And you finally get it to where you want it, but then you're maybe going to send it to somebody. Maybe you're sending it as an advertisement and you want to send it out, to them, but they're only accepting DOC files for whatever reason. Maybe they're anti-PDF. So again, you're going to come over here, you're going to go to download, but this is, where you're going to find out that you are limited in what you can do, because the DOCX is not showing up here because this is not technically a document file inside of Canva. So in this case, as a backup, what you can do, especially if you're sending it out to somebody who's going to be, printing it as an advertisement or something, you can either do PDF standard, but I would recommend PDF print until we get other options like the Word option. But I did just want to, in full transparency, make sure that you saw that it's not everywhere yet. So when you go into things, if it's not there, all that means is that was not created as a as a document file inside of Canva. And so it's just not going to work right now, but keep your eyes out. Like I said, I'm doing this mid to late April of 2024. They are going to be having their big announcement in a week or so. More will be coming. I don't know that it'll be about this, but there will be more. And Canva's constantly giving us new stuff, which if you hang around here at all, So feel free to, keep an eye out, keep the hope up. And again, if you are looking for something from any software tool that you're using and you really, really want something, you can always reach out to their tech support and let them know. There's usually some sort of contact form or an email that you can use for that. Just be polite about it because they have a lot of demands and requests coming in. But the other side of that coin is if you don't tell them what you want, they don't necessarily know that you want it. So if you do want this kind of feature working with something else, let them know. So thank you so much for joining today's stream. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any future, tips and tricks and information and updates inside of tools like this. You can also reach out to me here at yourtechcoach.com. So if you have a question, if you have a comment, if you need some more information, something I can handle just over email, feel free to go there. There's a contact form. You can reach out and you can do it there. If you want one-on-one consulting, you can also go there and sign up for that. So don't hesitate. Also, please let me know if there's a topic you want me to cover because frankly, best ideas come from you. So don't be shy. That's what it's there for. And let me know in the comments if you like this type of content and you want more, because I will keep these coming. I could talk forever about Canva or any of the other topics that I've covered on this channel. So feel free to reach out. If you want to know what's coming, you can join the mailing list. So that's yourtechcoach.com/mailing list. I just use this to communicate with you folks. You're not going to get any advertisements from any third parties. This is just you and me staying in touch. So you can go ahead and sign up for that there. So thank you all so much. I can't wait to hear what you think about this kind of thing and this functionality and how you're going to be using it. For you folks who power through all the way to the end, I really appreciate it so much. It means the world to me, and it really helps the channel. So here's your bonus tips. In order to make this transition smoother, like doing your doc inside of Canva and then bringing it into the Word format, here are a few ideas and a few things that, as I was testing, did really improve the success rate. The first is your font choices. So you're going to want to, try to choose fonts that are either the same as ones available in Word or really, really close. Because if they're close, Word may try to pick one for you that matches up pretty well. But the font choices, definitely, that was where I was running into the biggest, I wouldn't even see it as just an issue. It was the biggest change as I was taking things from the one platform and putting them into the other. Layout adjustments. So things might shift around a little bit. And this is going to be sort of a, test and retry kind of thing until you figure out what's working best for you. But basically, the more you kind of keep word structure in mind as you're designing your documents in Canva, the smoother that transition is going to be. That said, the things that I've run into so far were really minor, like things shifted over a little bit one way or the other, and it did not take a big amount of time or effort to make those changes. Right in line with that is image placements, right? So sometimes the images that I've added to a document, they got shifted a little bit. In a couple of cases, they got resized a little bit bigger. But bigger is better because you can always go smaller. You can't always make an image bigger and still have it looking good. So those are the three things that I would keep in mind and try and watch for when you are using this, especially in the early days. Like everything else, as Canva continues to improve and get more feedback on this kind of stuff and all of that, they will keep improving it. But to be honest, I was impressed with how well it worked right out of the gate. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. And hopefully it's going to be something that will get expanded into other areas of Canva really soon. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a great month. And we will talk again soon. Bye.